Marjorie Taylor Greene traveled to Warren, Michigan with Donald Trump and a couple others this past weekend to do another rally. And Marjorie Taylor Greene does as she always does. And she had multiple instances. One where she said AOC was not smart, and then she stood there looking around, smiling, waiting for people to applaud her. But then she took on a far more serious tone. She warned the people in that audience, obviously all hardcore Republicans, that the Democrats were literally trying to murder them. She was not speaking hypothetically. She was not using hyperbole. She legitimately told the crowd that the Democrats are out there attempting to kill you. So take a look. Here is what Marjorie Taylor Greene told that crowd about those dangerous Democrats out there waiting to take their lives. Here it is.
We're all targets now, though, for daring to push back against the regime, and it doesn't stop at a weaponized legal system. I'm not going to mince words with you all. Democrats want Republicans dead, and they've already started the killings. An 18-year-old boy was run down by a Democrat driver who confessed to killing the teenager simply because he was a Republican. Even right here in Michigan, just last week, an 83-year-old woman was shot in the back for advocating for the unborn. Yep. Joe Biden has declared every freedom-loving American an enemy of the state. But under Republicans, we will take back our country from the communists who have stolen it and want us to disappear. We will expose the unelected bureaucrats, the real enemies within, who have abused their power and declared political warfare on the greatest president this country has ever had.
Now, both of those instances, by the way, that she described, are not the way that she described them. One of those individuals, the one who she said ran over a pro-Trump individual, says that this person had been harassing them. They believed they were a member of a far-right extremist group and that they were out to harm them, so they're basically trying to claim self-defense on that one. I'm not sure I 100% buy that individual's story, but that's the rest of what has happened that Marjorie Taylor Greene, of course, conveniently omitted. And then, of course, the 83-year-old woman shot by a Democrat. That's not at all what happened, actually, folks. The 83-year-old individual who was a forced birth activist was on a man's lawn. They ended up getting into a yelling match. The man repeatedly warned the woman that she needed to get off his property because she was trespassing, and then he says he accidentally shot her. There is actually no indication at all either that this man is a Democrat. That has not, as of me sitting here, ever been released. So for Greene to assume that it was a Democrat, she is making that up in her head. The old woman, of course, did survive, and the incident is still being investigated. So those are the two best examples Marjorie Taylor Greene could come up with to say that Democrats are out there trying to kill you, when we actually do have very real instances of Republicans, that very MAGA crowd, you know, that she's talking to, not those people, but the same caliber, that have killed people. See, those are the people that'll walk into a synagogue and open fire because they don't like Jewish people. Those are the same people that'll walk into a grocery store in a predominantly black neighborhood and just start firing because they don't like black people. Those are the same people that'll storm the Capitol and kill police officers, assault them with Trump flags because they're mad that their guy didn't win the election. Now, I'm not saying there's no violence on the left, right? I have not looked into it extensively enough to see how many violent leftists are out there. But I do know what's out there in the media. And what we know is that conservatives are the ones who are taking up arms. Conservatives are the ones that are calling for a civil war. Conservatives are the ones who are out there saying, we're in a fight to the death on this. And Marjorie Taylor Greene is feeding those people by telling them the lies that she said at that rally this past weekend. Those are lies that could get somebody killed. We have seen how that crowd reacts when they believe they have been slighted, when they believe something unfair or unjust has happened to them. They are not opposed to immediately resorting to violence against anyone who stands in their way, whether it's a Democrat or whether it's a police officer. We have seen that. There's plenty of video footage to back all of that up. And Marjorie Taylor Greene knows that, and that is exactly why she told those stories to the crowd. Because I personally happen to believe that she wants to see the right become more violent. She wouldn't be out there telling those fake stories if that's not what she wanted them to do. Warm weather is still here, and for me, that means hot, sleepless nights. I recently found a way to stay cool at night, which means I can finally sleep through the night. And since I started using Miracle brand self-cooling bed sheets, I stay comfortable all night long. And did you know that traditional bed sheets can harbor more bacteria than a toilet seat? It can lead to acne, allergies, and stuffy noses, and it's just gross. Miracle brand offers a whole line of self-cleaning, eco-friendly bedding such as sheets, pillowcases, and comforters that prevent 99% of bacteria and require 3 times less laundry. Using silver-infused fabrics originally developed by NASA, Miracle brand sheets are thermoregulating and designed to keep you at the perfect temperature all night long. So you get better sleep every night. These sheets are infused with natural silver that prevent 99.9% of bacterial growth, leaving them to stay cleaner and fresh 3 times longer than other sheets. No more gross odors. Miracle sheets are luxuriously comfortable without the high price tag of other luxury brands. The sheets use a premium 500 thread count sateen weave that's made with USA-grown Supima cotton, which is one of the highest quality cottons in the world. And it's better for your skin. Stop sleeping on bacteria. Clean sheets means less bacteria to clog your pores and fewer breakouts and other skin problems. Go to trymiracle.com/ROF to try it today. And we've got a special deal for our viewers. Be sure to use our promo code ROF at checkout to save 40% and get 3 free towels. And Miracle is so confident in their product, it's backed with a 30-day money-back guarantee. So if you aren't 100% satisfied, you'll get a full refund. Upgrade your sleep with Miracle brand. Go to trymiracle.com/ROF and use the code ROF to claim your free 3-piece towel set and save 40% off. Again, that's trymiracle.com/ROF.